Yes. So, speaking of media, right?
Yes.
We talked about the Larry Ellison, David Ellison acquisition, Paramount, all of that.
Right.
So, what do you think about the BET Plus being shut down?
Honestly, BET has gone so left field that I'm just like, go ahead.
BET is nothing but Tyler Perry and like old reruns of like, Next Friday and all of this.
Yeah, like Baby Boy, yeah.
So BET announces that BET Plus app is shutting down, and its owner Paramount, which is David Ellison and Larry Ellison, who we just talked about, that are appeasing up to Trump, will be buying out Tyler Perry's 25% stake in the streaming service. Tyler Perry doesn't own 25% of BET. He owns 25% of BET Plus, which was their direct-to-consumer streaming app. So all of the BET 106 and Park and all that stuff that we know, like, and love, Tyler Perry was trying to buy that at one point, and they wouldn't sell him the whole company.
No.
But he owned 25% of BT Plus, and they're trying to shut that app down now, so they have to buy him out. So,
well, and also they're shutting down the BET app, but they're moving the content into Paramount Plus.
Yes.
So whatever is doing well, because I know a couple of things weren't, whatever's doing well, I'm guessing is going to be on that Paramount Plus app now.
Yes.
And you just, you won't have what you used to have. But this is a good move for Tyler Perry because he didn't have to do anything to make this money.
I mean, he did really though. To be honest,
I mean, he did things in the past, but
he kept them relevant. Like he really kept the BET, the whole company relevant. But then even the BET Plus, because it's like he'd drop a new movie or a new series or whatever, and like BET Plus is basically Tyler Perry. Like it's really like all Tyler Perry, and then like reruns.
As far as new content, was
yes,
what you're
as
saying.
far as all the new content, probably 80% of the new content was just Tyler Perry content.
But so what I'm saying is, he held on to that stake. He made it relevant for the people who like his stuff. He didn't persuade Paramount to, buy Viacom. So the idea that these acquisitions happen and then he gets bought out, I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad because he's gonna get a large lump sum of capital to invest in his business, or I mean, maybe launch his own app. Maybe he do another deal. Now he do have a licensing deal that extends to 2028 with Paramount, so all of his content is still going to be on Paramount Plus. And to be fair, on Paramount Plus, they are also shutting down HBO Max and merging that into Paramount Plus, if they get the approval and if they can complete the acquisition of Warner Brothers Discovery. So they're basically saying it's going to be Netflix, Disney, Paramount Plus, and then I guess you can throw in Amazon Video. Amazon Video, I don't really look at that as a big player, but it's definitely Netflix and Disney. And Paramount Plus, and then it was HBO, and then Warner.
Yeah.
They all are going to just be Paramount Plus, so it's going to be one app. And if you want to watch BET content, if you want to watch HBO content, it's all going to be on Paramount Plus.
I mean, it's a good play. It's a good play for the Ellisons.
Yes.
And I think, but here's the thing. If you are, and I don't know how much, I really wonder how much that 25% stake is. Like, I hope they come out with that number soon.
Yeah, they might not want to disclose it. I really want to know that information as well, because that's the innovative part of BET.
Yeah.
So that part is probably more valuable in generating more revenue than the old BET content.
Right.
So, I mean, if BET Plus is worth $1 billion, that got to be worth $250 million. But it might be worth a lot more than that.
I was gonna say, because if I'm the piece that's keeping it relevant, then my piece is more important.
Stars. We just talked about Byron Allen buying 10% of Stars, so that company is worth like $250 million. So now you got to see, okay, is BT Plus worth more than just the Stars part of?
I think so.
I think so as well. So that's what I'm saying. The floor is $250 if if Stars is worth $250.
Yeah.
So we're looking at least, I would say probably about $1 billion, because they were trying to sell the whole BT for like 1.8.
That's true.
Billion. So I think a bulk of that in the relevancy that consumers interact with BET today is through BET Plus.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would say it's probably worth $300 to $400 million if I was going to say,
yeah. My thing
his 25% is worth $300 to $400.
But you always say it like this: the value is never the value; it's what you're willing to pay. Yeah. And so I think that if you're looking at, these Ellison people, and they have, they have old money, they have money like for days. Yeah, I'm going to up the price on my 25%. So also, why not, go to the higher end, say 300 million, and then reinvest into like Tyler Perry Studios or something like that?
The problem is
you ain't about to get Warner Brothers all this money.
The problem with this negotiation is there's no real bidders. So Tyler Perry, it's not like Tyler Perry can go to Netflix and say, "Hey, buy out my 300 million or buy out my 25%." Yeah, it's just a negotiation directly with Paramount, because Paramount is the ultimate owner of it. You see what I mean? So,
but they don't want Tyler Perry in it. You know what I mean? So it's
I don't really know if they don't want him in Paramount Plus. They just don't want the BET Plus app and Paramount Plus to be separate. So their negotiation would have to be. I mean, it could be like this. Okay, there's only one app, Paramount Plus, but there's a BET section. Right. I can see that happening, and then Tyler Perry dominates that.
That's what I was going to say. Why cut him out?
Because they're trying to shut the whole app down. Yeah. And if we shut the whole app down and put all the users and paying subscribers on Paramount Plus, Tyler Perry's he's going to be owed a part of Paramount Plus. Got it. So now they're like, I'd rather just buy you out. You don't have no say so.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, this doesn't make any sense to cut him out unless you don't want him in. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like, you don't want him into
y'all could easily just roll him into your.
Yes. So I don't know. For that reason, I would kind of see how much they're willing to pay, because obviously you don't want me a part of this.
Hopefully we get that number, because that'll be very interesting to see. Because he's really keeping them relevant to me. Like he's really keeping the whole BET brand relevant. So they definitely didn't want to sell it to him.
Yeah. So here we go again. And also I'm willing to see, what he does with that. Yeah. Maybe he hires
Before we move on that, would you want to see him start his own app, or would you want to just continue rolling it with the Paramount Plus? Because we kind of talked about the Issa Rae, Kevin Hart, all these people with these big media companies can literally have their own app.
I think this is what I wanted him to see, and this is what I would have wanted. Honestly, this is what I would have wanted for Cosby before he got into all of this stuff. I know I hate to bring that up, but I want to see him reinvest in his studio and become a place where he's rolling out big blockbusters. I want to see that, like, whatever money I want to see the creative people come to his studio and provide, like, and have all the equipment and infrastructure and things like that.
So they already have that. So a lot of big blockbuster films are being made at his studio. So they have the capacity to do it.
I was going to say.
He just don't, or he might not have the financial budget to do it. Budget and capacity are two different things.
So, okay, so that's what I mean as far as being able, because, okay, I'm going to just say it, because I think I was saying it without saying it. Tyler Perry is known for, like, writing his whole movies by himself.
Yes.
And so what I would want to see is him to actually hire the talent. Yes. To make
a platform. See, yes. That's I see what you're saying.
Yes. I want to see that happen so that that you're getting quality writing rooms, you're getting quality plot.
Yes. But he would have to check his ego in. And meaning, like, Tyler Perry, because we know all of his content is just Tyler Perry. Right. And we talked about how he hasn't really, that we know of, mentored anybody and made them the Tyler Perry protege that we can pinpoint and be like, those three people came under the Tyler Perry branch. And they're all still working with him, or they're all doing their own thing, and they're doing, like, blockbuster level, his level films.
Yes, like big, like Sinners level.
Correct.
That's what I want to see.
So I don't think a Tyler Perry like if he do his own thing would work solely because he would have to literally open the floodgates to all the other creators, and he would have to even be okay not being the big guy on the block.
Yeah.
Like you would have to let some of the big players, the other big players, the Spike Lees of the world. You know, like Spike Lee really didn't. He don't mess with Tyler Perry like that.
I know.
He didn't embrace Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
And now,
well, a lot of people didn't.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't. But him and they really had like words.
Okay.
You know, and Tyler Perry ended up winning because he named one of his studios or his stages the Spike Lee stage, and then invited him out or whatever.
That's real classy.
What the girl do with the emoji teeth?
That was very classy.
That was very, but he didn't get embraced, but then Oprah embraced him.
Yes.
So Oprah mentored him.
Yes.
And he actively says that like Oprah is one of his mentors.
Yes.
She put him on game.
Yes.
But Oprah tried to do the OWN network, and she said that was her worst investment. Like she really like she don't own OWN right now. She only owned like 8% or 10%.
People were watching it though.
They were, but I don't know. Like she
probably not enough.
She sold 85% or 90% of OWN.
Dang.
So she's a minority shareholder now in OWN, and it obviously bears her name, so people are going to associate it with her.
Yes, but, I still do.
But yeah, like she might even be discouraging him from doing that. Like, no, like don't do your own stuff because these other players are so powerful. Paramount might be like, Issa Rae did that deal with Paramount, right? Mm-hmm. They might be like, yeah, you can't do deals. You can't do a deal with Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just so he don't become that fourth or fifth or sixth player.
That's what I'm saying. I think that if he is able to reinvest that money,
it depends on how much he get. If he get $1 billion, yes. But if he get 200-300 million, it's like that ain't enough to compete with the big boy. That's one film.
That's what I was about to say. But it has to be the film. You know what I mean? It has to be the. It has to be. What was the film that Jordan Peele? That one. Why is it
called Blackout?
No, Jordan Peele's film is called Get Out.
Get Out. What I'm talking about? Yeah, Get Out. Yeah.
No, it's got to be the Get Out. It's got to be the
Sinners.
Yes, like nobody saw it coming, but it was larger than life.
But did people see Sinners coming?
Nobody. I didn't see Sinners coming.
Well, I mean, he did do Black Panther though, right?
Right. But
so
I didn't see Sinners coming.
Do you think Sinners is bigger than Black Panther?
No, and only because Black Panther already had a following because of Marvel. Yeah, that is the only reason. Yeah. Because every kid is going out. Comics came out like what in the 70s, 80s. Like even the people like my uncle loved comics and stuff like that. Right, that's the only reason I would say no. Mm-hmm. But I did not see Sinners coming.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching. In order to continue to support independent journalism, I need you to subscribe to our page below. And also, if you want the full podcast and more exclusive content, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. Link is in the description.